Welcome back to Revving with Rev. Today we're hanging out with Volkswagen again. We are in the 1.4 TSI model. It has two other variants, the 2-liter TSI design and the 2-liter R-Line design. We are in the 1.4 Escort Grey and Black. It's quite nice, it's quite fun, it's very nice to drive around. If you're looking for a sport car, obviously you're going to go for the R-Line, but if you're looking for a regular SUV, compact SUV, you definitely drive this 1.4 TSI. Let's have fun, let's drive, and I'll tell you how it feels, tell you what it looks like, what it feels like inside, how it is on the outside, whether you should buy it or not. Definitely should buy it at this point. I am not biased, but I definitely would consider buying this car for myself as well. So yeah, let's enjoy, subscribe, like and comment, and let's have fun, guys. So this is my view, right, of the inside, and I just want to take you through some of the features. The steering wheel is leather fitted, and remember in the last video I said there's a button that really doesn't have a function. Wow, there is a function, and the function basically is for your adaptive cruise control and also for your speed limiter. So if you want to set your speed not to go above a certain limit, that's what you do with this button. So we got that, right? Now there's also this button over here. So if you are, since the car is standing still now, it won't function, but if you are driving and you've set it on cruise control, and you basically use this button to set the distance between you and the cars that are in front of you. So while you are driving it on cruise control, it basically sets the limit between the space between you and the car in front of you. And that's some of the functions that maybe you might not be familiar with. You have a touchscreen infotainment system. You also have a touchscreen aircon system, and you have your stop-start button. So with your infotainment system, you have a couple of functions on the menu button, your radio, your media, you connect via Bluetooth, and obviously you have your USB-C ports, which also connects either your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto. And with that, you're able to access the app function, and on this app function, your normal Apple CarPlay info will come up. If your car is on, that is your map, your music, and any other functions, and it can read your messages for you while you are driving, so that you're not on your phone. Now, some cool features on the menu that maybe you might not be used to is this assistance over here. So this feature here is basically like Smart Drive, right? IQ Smart Drive. What happens is, if you are falling asleep, depending on the time of day, depending on how long the drive is, the car senses that you might be tired at certain instances, and this alarm goes off. So there's an audible sound, and it basically wakes you up, and it's almost suggesting that you take a coffee break, which is kind of cool, right? It also has front assist features. It also has a lot of other, with the front assist features, what happens is, if there's objects in front of you, it jerks you to brake a bit, or it applies an emergency brake in case of an emergency, but you have to apply that yourself. Then of course what we have as well is the panoramic sunroof, and this is of course an optional extra, and one that I would always suggest that you get. The T-Roc, and we're on the highway currently. It drives quite smoothly and it's quite fast, so I'm really enjoying this car. I'm actually thinking about getting it as a car for work. So everything is just luxury for me. Even though it's not that premium car, you know, it's a 1.4 TSI, basically the entry model for this T-Roc. It's quite smooth on the edges, it's not bumpy. I mean, even if I change over to sport mode, you don't really feel that change, and it drives quite well. It's quite steady, it's not sluggish at all, it doesn't feel heavy. I'm really enjoying driving this car. And yeah, man, the stairs are also good. People like this car, people want it. So I really get why VW went with this. I'm enjoying it overall, so let's drive, guys, let's enjoy it. I hope you want to get into it, go test drive it at the very least and see how it feels. It's not the R line, but at this point I don't think you would actually even need the R line. The R line and the 2-liter design, they actually not that far off, so you've got as much power. This one is 110 kilowatts, the two other models are 140 kilowatts. What are you asking for? Are you going to a racetrack, or you just want a fast car for, I don't know what, really. Looks nice, not that much different from this one, so I'd still stay with this. That's what it is. So the cockpit display is actually quite cool. You can toggle around. I know a lot of people sometimes just prefer a speedometer. Actually, even though it's a digital display, some people want to see the speedometer going up and down. It's just a traditional thing that people like, I guess. So this is I'm just turning here. So yes, you can toggle around with the different displays, and you can go into the normal speedometer look. It still gives you your average consumption. It gives you how far you're traveling per kilometer, and you can just change it whether you want it long term or whether you want it for the last time since you refueled, and it will show you all the car information that you want to see. But what I've found is a lot of people don't really look at that unless they're standing or they're at a standstill, and yeah, they're not really interested in that information. So I just came from having my coffee, lunch with the girls, and just closing out on some of the meetings and going back to my car. Look at that. Hey, now that is a beauty. So after a couple of days of driving this T-Roc, what do we think? It's actually a good car. Considering buying it for myself. It's nice to drive. It's got a lot of speed that you don't need, but if you enjoy speed, it's got it. And I really enjoyed driving it, so I would definitely rate it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed driving this car. I enjoyed being in this car. So yes, that's the T-Roc for you. It's the 1.4 TSI. There's two other variants that if you want to buy it, but I would definitely go with this car. Fuel efficient, 6.3 liters per 100 kilometer. There's a whole lot more that I could tell you about this car, but try it out for yourself. Go test drive one.